Howdy there. This is Chris with another RPM challenge inspired Pro Tools mix walkthrough thing, whatever, poke. This is a tune that I wrote in 2006, I think, for the RPM challenge. And had my good friend Peter Black sing on it. It was kind of nice of him to do. He sings so pretty. But there's to jump right in, I mean, the tune was kind of written around this acoustic guitar thing, which happens, it took me a little while to figure out as I was arranging the tune that was the chorus. Yeah, and then it kind of goes back into the verse parts, and which is actually my favorite part of the song. As it turned out, getting to the choruses, and they kind of, I don't know, it's like such a deviation from the verse sound that it kind of sounds awkward to me still. I don't know. It was kind of why that tune never really worked for me, but I always loved the returning from the chorus back to the verses was this really kind of like, kind of cool thing. Anyways, so as I was playing around with it with the guitar, I found, arranging it and whatever, I kind of wanted to have it be this kind of synth-driven kind of thing, which is just a synth out of reason. I think all this stuff comes out of reason, and kind of with an echo, you know, doing that kind of thing. Yeah, I'm almost positive all this stuff comes out of Reason. I run Reason in the background kind of as a rack of synths and samplers, drum machines, whatever. And another kind of cool thing in this is the balafone kind of is accentuating the bass notes. Get rid of the reverb for a second. You can hear this thing. Yeah, that's Ron Wyman brought back a kind of like an African marimba, this thing, a balafone. It has got like, I don't know, 15 or 16 notes or something like that, and he lent it to me for a couple of weeks, and I recorded all those notes with different mallets at different velocities, and it's a really cool thing. When you hit it harder, it kind of buzzes. You can hear it a little bit there. Yeah, kind of neat sounding. And then there's so after that there's this kind of pad thing that comes in, which I think is from the Emu, and kind of piano. Probably the Reason piano. Anyways, and which brings us to the percussion stuff, which is kind of like, 808 kind of. Sounds like what, would have been out of the 80s, whatever, I don't know. And the only thing I really did was I just talked over it, this reverse snare thing. But that kind of sets up the groove for the thing. Nothing too fancy. But that brings us to the vocal. So let's listen to Peter a little bit.
With his own interpretation, right or wrong, to know is love's intention.
So yeah, he's just
And still if he should come to walk there,
I think it's a de-esser and a
he would go again.
Some compression, a little
But
EQ.
now his cool stars are white.
I think from the look of this EQ, I think I know which mic it was. But
and I know there's a purpose.
it's too bad. I remember him sounding really amazing through this. At Fish Tracks, we had the Tube AKG, the Tube mic, which he sounded really great through. But I didn't have that, so I don't know what it was.
But it was time, and I went without you, and I see you without me, and the stars fall around me. Now I know our time's gone.
So yeah, that brings us to the end. Like I said earlier, there was this. It's kind of coming out of the choruses into the verses was my favorite part, and to kind of accentuate that, I was digging around for something special for the end. It was this kind of really special moment. It seemed like to me as I was writing it, and I found these a bunch of samples that I tried, but this was the one that really just stuck with me, and it's kind of neat where it came from. Kind of almost sounds human, but this is Stephanie and Chris from Kitty Winder. We did a 4-track recording of some songs. Who knows, like 92 or something like that. And there was this one part where they kind of were doing this harmony and they trade notes. It's kind of a major third, and they trade notes anyways. And I thought it was really cool back then, so I loaded that from my cassette 4-track into my Amiga, because it's in this folder called Amiga Stuff. Anyways, and so here's the sample. And I don't remember which song it was. I remember the part kind of. It was like, he said to me, that kind of thing. I think it was one of Stephanie's songs. Anyway, so that's the sample. There's all kinds of, I don't know what there's all kinds of business going on. I munged it up in the Amiga, and along with sax shit. I wonder what that is. Good Lord. All right. So, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in there. Anyways, so that kind of sets up this really the last moment in the tune. So I'll just lay that on you. And
I know she's gone forever now. I had to go, and I went. And I went.
so, yeah, that's always kind of been my favorite part of the whole tune. When it ends. Anyways, well, thanks for watching, and happy RPMing, and I'll see you next time.